Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. This show sometimes is starting to make less and less sense the more I watch it, right? Like Liam's they're talking to Steffi about the Hope situation, right? Because in all reality, the last episode before that, I'm pretty sure Steffi said, you should leave, right? This is after Liam confessed his feelings towards Steffi. She said, you should leave. So watching this episode, it almost seems like it's just out of order, like these scenes are just out of order. Just that they're talking, and Liam's talking about how he made progress with her today, and he finally broke through, and I'm like, what are you doing in the house? That's what I was going to ask. What are you doing in the house? And while you got that going on, you got Brooke running off with her mouth like a damn Karen. Isn't it they're saying to Ridge, I wish Thomas would have respected her marriage. What the are you kidding me? Are you serious? I really felt like Ridge was being too light on her. Her first little smart ass comment about the worst thing that could have wound up happening, to Hope. So that they're applying like Thomas has something to do with Hope's marriage and stuff. And Ridge turned around and Ridge was like, you're talking about my son. And he defended him a couple of times and saying, yo, you do realize that who initiated the kiss and who chased who and stuff like that. And Brooke was like, I know, I realized that. I just wish that he would respect her marriage. I'm like, what the hell? I feel like here's the thing. I feel like that conversation should have turned into an argument. And it should have been a bigger argument than just her saying, well, I just wish that those two would sit there and fight for their marriage and this, that. First of all, she seems like one of those parents that are way too invested in her children's relationships. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having a modicum of concern and I'm here for you if you want to sit there and talk and stuff. But not that they're just throwing your opinion onto somebody and kind of forcing your views on your child as far as a relationship. By the way, let's be very clear about Hope let's be very clear about Brooke as far as when it comes to its relationships. She is the last person on this damn planet to be giving any advice whatsoever to anybody else about relationships. Ever. She lost that right a very long time ago. So her talking, even the Ridge about, I just wish that they would fight for their marriage. You're not qualified. You're not qualified to give out relationship advice. Okay, you lost those credentials a very long time ago. The reason why I understand the reason why Steffi wasn't there asking Thomas about how he feels about Hope is because she's like, I need you to have some, not to have your blinders on, but to be honest about yourself and what you want. Because if she decides that she wants to go back to Liam, you're going to get hurt, you're going to get crushed, and you work so hard to get to this place mentally that I don't want you falling apart. Right? He's not talking about, well, if they're together, they want to be together, that's fine. I just want her happiness. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and everything like that. But when you sit there and you try to bury your own feelings down because you don't want to sit there and seem like you're selfish, you're not doing yourself any good. And that was the point of that conversation. You know, I understand where Liam's coming from as far as the damage that Thomas did to Hope. And the fact of the matter is, you sat there and you kissed a man who watched you grieve the child that wasn't dead. And I know people are saying, well, there's a difference with the time frame, whatever, and it wasn't that. Listen, I don't care if it was a week. I don't care if you knew a week that that girl was not dead, and you sat there and you watched her grieve for a week. it's still wrong. Under any circumstances, it's still wrong, regardless of the time frame. And you still kissed him. Now Hope is flip flopping. Now she's like, I feel like she's starting to maybe think about trying again. When Brooke came in, she was like, I feel like I lost myself and I'm trying to regain who I am. I forgot who I was. And of course, this makes Brooke happy as, I was going to use a really bad metaphor, but just really happy, right? This girl doesn't know what she wants. So now she's walking around with that stupid look on her face, that super confused look on her face. And again, I just feel like Rich should actually drop the hammer on her a lot more. A hell of a lot more. I feel like that's about it. I do. I just, once again, I don't understand why you are letting Liam back in the house after he kissed you twice, after you practically told him that, yo, listen, I may be separated, but we ain't doing nothing. After you practically told him that he should leave, and then you still let him back in the house, sit there and talk about his future with Hope. I'm like, okay, cool. You can have a future with Hope. That's great. Congratulations. You don't have to sit there and talk about in this house. And what is Steffi's plan? What is she planning on living there indefinitely until what the threat of Sheila's gone? Seriously, is that her plan? Because I'm gonna be honest, her plan is stupid. Her plan is just dumb. It's just acidine and it's just stupid. There's just no other way to sit there and put it. Really isn't. I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that would have happened, but if I forgot anything, you know what to do. Come to a live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, YNR, Days, B&B, and GHM. I do got some stuff I want to talk about YNR with. So, if you're a YNR fan also, you definitely want to sit there and come through tonight. That being said, we're going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.